Welcome to Changing the Narrative with Red.
And Jabu.
And we're here to share our lives and our journey in South Africa.
Yeah. Yeah. Why you play so much?
So today is going to be educational. You know, normally when Stacy is on here, it just delves into chaos. And so I'm here to redirect us to topics that are beneficial and helpful for everyone. We're going to share what we learned over the last couple of weeks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
good and bad. That was so phony.
What? You're not funny. I was trying to be nice. Sorry. Okay, so Jimi Hendrix says, "Oh yeah, no, okay, not really the vibe we're on today."
Yeah.
Let's see.
Jimmy.
Real stories. Yeah. Well, the first thing we're going to do is go over the Intracompany Transfer Visa. It's not really talked about. We just heard about it a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
We had a couple of Americans that came over and explained what kind of visa they were on. I'm like, oh. So we did some research. We're going to share with you what we learned. Then we're going to talk about kind of like the mechanics of what happened with Stacy. I know some of y'all are probably very familiar with the story, but we'll do a quick synopsis for the people who are just tuning into the saga. What we've learned, and just caution, let this be a cautionary tale for everybody. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is just updates, stuff that we have going on, what's coming up, and that's it. So probably be about an hour, unless things get crazy. Sometimes they do over here. Probably be about an hour. So first we're going to talk about the Intracompany Transfer Visa. So basically what it is it's an avenue for Americans to start a company here in South Africa, and then you basically have an employee of your U.S. division come over to South Africa to train South African to run the South African division of the business. And so the work visa is for the employee of the U.S. division coming over to train and get the business up and running here. What?
So don't you think that you should they need to have an LLC in the States? Don't you need to start from there?
No, I'm starting from what the purpose of the visa is.
Continue on.
And if you are a business owner and don't know that you have to have a company set up in the U.S. to have a company,
to have a company. The only way you can have this visa is if you have a company in the U.S. That's all I was saying.
That's literally what I said.
No, it's not.
Yeah, literally. So anyway, the whole point of the visa is to allow that transition of knowledge, and that is beneficial for South Africa because you're training an employee for a well-paying job. You're bringing business here, you're bringing products, whatever it is, you're bringing skills and knowledge, and that's beneficial to the country. And then it's also beneficial for the U.S. company because now they're broadening their market internationally. So it's a great option if you're looking to expand your business globally. So few things, like Stacey was saying, you have to have a company established in the U.S. and it has to have been operating for at least 6 months. The longer, the better. So if you hear this, listen to this podcast, and you're like, oh, let me go start an LLC today and go file my visa, it's not going to work. So you got to make sure it's a well-established company There are also income requirements that they're going to need to verify. So if your business isn't making any money, might be a problem. So let me go into the requirements. Sorry, I'm looking down. I'm reading my notes. Obviously, you have to have your passport, at least 2 unused blank pages, and you've got to have at least 30 days in addition to whatever the length that you're requesting. So if you're saying 4 years, which is the maximum length you can do, then your passport needs to have 4 years and 30 days on it. So if you've only got 2 years left on your passport, you're going to need to renew it beforehand, or just request the 2 years, and then you have to re-up. Side note, your visa is tied to your passport, and there's been some uproar in one of the groups that we're in here that is talking about, like, there's not a lot of clarity on how to handle a visa that goes beyond your passport expiration date. And the fact is, they should not be issuing a visa that extends longer than your passport expiration date. If that happens, it's an issue. And like, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of clarity on how that should be handled. So my advice would be to either get a new passport before you start this to make sure you have the 4 years, or if you don't have the 4 years, if you're requesting the 4 years. Otherwise, you don't even bother requesting longer than what your visa expiration is, because it shouldn't get approved. But I've seen cases where it has, and then when your passport expires, it's like, what do I do? You're in one of those situations where some people carry their old passport with them with the valid visa, and they have to present both when they're entering the country, but it's not clear that that's what you should be doing, and you're at the mercy of the person that's at the counter. You know what I'm saying? Because your passport is expired and you don't have a visa in your current passport, you put yourself in a situation where they could deny your entry. So just make sure you keep it clean as possible. I know certain situations happen, but be clean. All right.
Being at their mercy is the worst feeling in the world.
You also need to have the DHA 1738 form filled out, which is there's like a standard form for almost all the visas, and they're just like slightly different depending on what visa. But you have to have that form filled out. You have to have proof of round trip air tickets. You have to have a medical report. You want to make sure that you use the South African medical report form. You can get it on the DHA website. You have to get, if you're in the US, you have to get an FBI background check. That has to be within.
What's called an
Intracompany Transfer Visa.
Good. You put it in there.
It's in the title of the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna put it in the comments. My bad.
The person, and these requirements are for the person that's actually transferring.
How long does it take?
I've heard that it takes somewhere between 2 and 3 months to get back your visa. That could change, obviously, like things are constantly in flux, but that's what the time is. That's what I'm hearing right now.
What the lady told us something different though.
What?
She told us a few weeks, remember?
She said it could be a few weeks,
yeah.
But most people are getting them within 2 or 3 months. So I was being more generous. Like, I don't want to tell people a couple of weeks and then it takes 3 months.
Yeah.
If you're coming straight from the U.S., like a direct flight, then the yellow fever vaccination is not required. But if you are coming from a country that has yellow fever, you may need to get that that vaccination. So just check. You need to have proof of financial means. So you need to have a bank statement. I also read that you can also have a company credit card with a limit that meets the requirements. So the person has to have a company credit card in their name. Um, and they have to see the 3 months of statements with all the transactions, and be able to see the balance on the card to see that you've got enough on it to carry you for however long that you're going to be here. Um, you also have to have an employment contract with the South African company. You have to have a stamped letter from the company abroad confirming that the foreigner, so the person that's actually getting the visa, um, specifying their occupation and capacity. So let's just say I'm coming over and we need a marketing director. So I'm the current marketing director in the US. I'm coming over here to train the marketing director here in South Africa. And so that would have to be explained in that letter. For the letters, there's specific language that they want to see. We're working with a consultant. I don't want to provide their name because I just want to see how things go for us first. And if it goes well, I want to have an experience before I refer them out. But we're actually working with an immigration specialist that's helping us with the letters and making sure we have everything together correctly. So if that process all goes well and we get what we need out of it, then we'll definitely share their information. The third letter that you're going to need is from the branch, subsidiary, or affiliate of the Republic of South Africa confirming the transfer of the foreigner. So that's basically, we agree to receive them. Now, mind you, you might be the only person that owns the company. Like, you may own and be employed by the company, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 people. So, it sounds strange, but these are the protocols and that you have to follow. And what? And the employer has to basically state that the foreigner is the employer in South Africa has to agree that the foreigner is only employed in a specific position for which the visa has been issued, that the employee will comply with the provisions of all of the acts and all that kind of stuff, follow all the rules while they're here. And there has to be a plan for the transfer of skills, of how it's going to happen, the schedule, like how long it's going to take and all that kind of stuff. Now, mind you, this visa is not renewable. So if you fill out a plan and you say, oh, we're going to need another year at the end of this, we're going to need 5 years for this plan, it's not going to get approved because you can only get a 4-year visa at max and it's not renewable. So just keep that in mind.
Can you get a what you call it, citizenship with this visa?
No, it's not a path to citizenship.
Another path to citizenship. So after 4 years, you got to figure something out during that 4 years for the next step.
If you want to stay beyond that 4 years, you need to know what type of visa. If you're looking to pursue a path to residency, that's not one of the visas that are going to get you there. So you're going to have a plan. If you want to stay beyond the 4 years, you're going to have a plan on what your next move is going to be.
I think all the visas, it need to be said that some of the visas you can't have a path to citizenship. So people need to know, when y'all do y'all visas, if y'all want to live here full time, make sure y'all do the research on that. Like, can I become a citizen after X amount of years?
Yeah, there's some other conditions that the employer has to agree to, like if there's any cost incurred, that the employer will cover them. If the DHA incurs any costs, that the employer will reimburse them. You have to have proof that they have medical coverage, and a couple of other things, but you can find it on the DHA website. I'm going to have Stacey put the links in the description. In the
community chats. YouTube.
You put it in the description on YouTube. So I'll send them to him so he can put the stuff that I'm referring to. He can put it out on the in the description. Another letter.
Gee whiz, how many letters you gotta have?
A lot from the South African company confirming the transfer from the parent company abroad, as well as specifying the occupation and capacity that the foreigner will be employed and the maximum duration, and that shouldn't exceed 4 years. And it says the processing time. Processing time for long visas exceeding 90 days may take up to 3 to 4 weeks. I find that anytime it tells you a time, it's like triple minimum. So just take that with a grain of salt. Things kind of move slow sometimes. It just depends on what's going on. So fees. Hold on 1 second. It's $127 US dollars filing fee for intracompany transfer visa.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So
That's not bad.
it's a lot of documentation. It's a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. There is a financial aspect to it. You have to have. I'll put the dollar amount in the. No, I'm not going to put the dollar amount in there. Like how much the amount is. I'm not gonna document that because it just changes. So it changes from time to time. And I don't want to put it out there and then somebody going to look at this in a year and it's not right. And I definitely want y'all to go and look this information up so that you know exactly how much you need to have available for whoever that person is that's going to be transferring over. So
Can we edit that? Y'all, that's so embarrassing. How did gum just fly out of her mouth like that, y'all? If y'all saw that, can I get a couple thumbs up? If y'all saw the, oh my
no, put
God.
a camel in the put a camel in the chat.
I'm gonna make a short out of that. I'm gonna download this and make it
No,
short.
what's those animals that spit? Is a llama? Yeah, put a llama in the comment.
No, she just spit the damn gum out.
Oh man, forget y'all.
So embarrassing. Whew. Okay, let's read through the chats right quick.
All right, we gonna see.
Oh my God.
Let's
people
see.
that we never even knew was on here watching gonna be laughing now.
Oh my goodness.
So embarrassing.
Love y'all. Still giving back despite small setback. I mean, look, man. That the reason why we sharing this is so y'all don't have to go through what we go through. This is what I tell y'all all the time. We sharing this so that you don't have to go through the stuff that we went through. Let's see, the advocate.
My guy.
Greetings, family. Been waiting on this podcast. Glad. Like, look, man. We've been going through something, but we still here for y'all. Hey, what's up, fam? Luciana says, hello, family. Jabu, I'm sad you're leaving. Red, hold it down until he's back. He'll return to SA with the good Lord's help by 4 months. I feel 3. I feel 3 months. Like that's what I'm feeling deep in my spirit. So I think that's what's keeping me from like being really worried because I'm like, it's only gonna be a little while. You know, we've been apart before for a long periodical time, and we were, we were okay, and we'll be okay. We always okay. But thank you, appreciate it. Ray and Jabu, greetings. Greetings.
Deborah.
Hey, Deborah. Let's see. Shante says, as a self-employed person, what do I apply for? I most likely will sell my vans and won't continue my business while living in SA. I can't really answer that for you. Um, that would definitely be. I would consult with the immigration specialist or immigration attorney on that, um, because that it sounds more like you would need a business visa here because you're not transferring. If you're going to shut down your business in the states, it sounds like you need like a whole business visa, and that's more expensive
and time
consuming because there's a big cost up front. And if you don't have it, there is a waiver that you can apply for, but that takes like 6 to 8 months to get approved. And so in the meantime, what are you gonna do? You know, so you would have to stay in the States and wait. Just because 90-day visa is just it's not the proper way to start the journey. Just saying.
There we go. There you go, camel.
What do you mean?
Calling you a camel.
I don't understand.
There we go.
Like y'all ain't never spit no gum out.
Not on YouTube live.
I didn't see the gum fly out, but I'm definitely gonna. It didn't happen, so don't look. Good evening, y'all. Oh, can't edit out in total order. I missed it. So y'all not even really watching? Y'all not even watching? And I do something embarrassing. Now you're like, oh, let me go back. Nah, it's gone. Spitting lamation.
Keep it coming, y'all. Keep it coming.
Y'all suck.
What's up, bro?
When I was there, Dr. Saad told me a friend of his used the Intracompany Transfer Visa, and he was the only employee of his company. He had to open a company in SA and then transfer himself. Yes. That would be the process for a company of one. So you're just writing all these letters to yourself. So that's why I said, like, it seems like it's a little bit like ridiculous, but that's the process. Like every company is not a one-person company. So more than not, this applies to like larger companies, but you still got to follow the guidelines. So yes, that's why I said, like, it sounds a little strange, but yes, you still have to do all that. Hey, what's up, Maddie?
What's up, Maddie?
We haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Tanya.
Sis, what's up? Big Spoon.
What's up, Ronnie?
Ronnie Edward Dunn.
Touch and agree with you. I guess with something I said, or you said. Hey family, I hope you all well. Stace, hopefully you will be able to convert this lesson into service business. You can even start using some time in the States to start SA consultation service.
I'm gonna try to figure out a way to definitely turn this negative into a positive. I'm definitely gonna try to figure that out.
Yes, I am spitting facts.
You are. Facts and bubblegum.
We all got the joke. We didn't need what you just did say. You know what? Forget y'all. I'm gonna pour me a drink.
Okay.
I'm sick of y'all.
Y'all stay tuned. Don't go nowhere because we definitely gonna be talking about my situation in a minute. While Nikki Newman here drinks a vodka.
First of all, that's not what's happening. I said give me something to drink. Now you clarifying for nobody because it's none of their business.
Nikki Newman over here.
It's none of their business.
My young and the restless people, they don't understand. Go ahead now, quit playing.
If y'all don't watch The Young and the Restless, you don't know. And Nikki's on a binge right now on The Young and the Restless. You know what I'm saying?
She's not on no binge. She was on a binge.
She just came from the bar yesterday.
Oh yeah, right.
She just came from the bar yesterday. What do you mean? She got one day, not even a whole day sober. She got hours in right now. So if y'all don't watch The Young and the Restless, first of all, what are you doing? I don't understand. Like, you
stay on topic.
This is the topic right now.
Young and the Restless?
Right now it is. Anyway, so try to use that year and see how best you can work with the SA embassy that side and create linkages. At the end of the at the end of the day, at the end of the matter is always better than the beginning. Oh, so it shall end well. I believe that. I think that it will end well. I think we learned a lot, and that's the most important thing in life. You're always learning. Let's see. Hi, Jabu and Red. I'm in the building. Love you guys so much. I'm so glad y'all are still laughing. We see that's what carries us through all the hard times. It's always something funny. It's always something fun. You could be in a horrible, horrible situation. And I think Black people as a whole can find humor in anything. The most ridiculous, horrible, awful thing. And we'd be like, and then you always got that ignorant friend.
That'd be me.
that's going to get into it with you. Yeah.
That's gonna be me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well,
every chance I get to crack a joke on Big Spooter, I do it. Every chance I get.
You crack jokes on any and everybody at any time, all the time. Oh my God, it's so many comments that quick.
Yeah.
Hold up. And it won't let me click. Just trying to stroll up. Okay. Let's see.
Big Spook.
Mind your business.
Oh, that's Ty. That's my daughter.
Hold on, let's see his picture.
That's my daughter.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
That's her big hit ass right daughter. There. Hey, what's up, Road Dog? All right, let's see. Chief says, are y'all in U.S. or South Africa now? How he get back? So we getting ready to get into we're going to get into the whole process in a second.
Yo, that's crazy, y'all, for real. A Black American getting banned from Africa. Getting deported. Go ahead.
We'll get into it. We're going to read the comments right now. We're going to get into it. Hey, Christine. Thank you for the prayers.
Hey, Christine. Miss Jones. Something big coming real soon, Miss Jones. You might know about it already, though.
That's
Ricky's mom.
Oh, hey, Ricky's mom. I see it on here a couple times.
Yeah, that's Ricky's mom.
When you are back in the States and you keep telling people my name is Jabu and no. Go ahead, say something.
Next comment. No survey. I'm gonna take 6 with me on the plane.
See, why is it easy for Pakistanis, etc., to move to South Africa and even get citizenship, but it's difficult for Black Americans who are not selling U.S. expired food? What's wrong with that? But I don't know anything about that. We can only talk about our story. So.
But I bet you was right, though.
So Maddie says, yes, I know the Young and the Restless. That's Victor Newman's daughter. No, that's his wife. Of sometimes his wife, sometimes not. But right now, his wife.
Vicky is the daughter.
Yeah, Victoria. Yeah. And she has, remember that baby that she had way back in the day? That baby is alive. Eve is alive.
Baby daughter's not Eve.
Her name was Eve. The baby's name was Eve. And that's why you worry about yourself. I'm talking to Maddie.
Eve was the lady that Victor used to date.
Right, that Eve's daughter. That's what I said.
You said Eve is alive. That's what you said.
No, Eve is the granddaughter. Because her son, Eve is the grandmother. Eve is the grandmother because Victoria had the baby with his son.
Cole.
And I think they named the baby Eve after his mother who passed.
Okay. Come on.
Why are you acting like you know stuff and you don't know nothing? God. Right, Maddie?
Maddie don't know either. Maddie said it was Victoria.
She knows what she's talking about. She put the wrong name in there. She put an N instead of a V. I said 4 months. You said 3 months. So it's a southern thing. Touch and agree when it comes to pass. Jen the Gemini. Hey, Brooklyn.
What's up, Brooklyn?
Yes, we will pray and manifest that he returns in 3 months. However, something tells me you're gonna have a ball while he's gone. Not a ball. I'll be entertained and content, but I won't be having a ball. I'm gonna miss my husband. I gotta take care of these damn kids by myself, these dogs. They're gonna be huge. But at least I'm gonna be safe. Because they don't play about their mama. Stace. They don't play about their mama. Let's hope you come back to Stace Shaka Banks your ass for being an absent father.
He does that already. Shaka and Delani. Well, more so Delani.
He don't be trying to bite you. They just be trying to be like, let's play. I like to bite and play. That's how they play with each other. Sergio says, when you get back to the States, give us a call so we can get together. You know, we are just south of Baltimore in PG County. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. We have some information in reference to working remotely.
I need that.
Hit us on the email, sir.
I need that. Because the faster I get a job, the faster I get back this side.
Yeah.
Then I can have one of my pups.
Yeah, I think I'm considering waiting for the digital nomad visa regs to get finalized and apply for that one. But I feel like if I do that, like that backlog is gonna be like crazy because there'll be so many people applying at one time. Yeah. But
see the thing with the other visa that we talking about, the intra, like how much the lady said we had to pay for that here.
I mean, we paid $127, but you have to like have a certain amount of money available to take care of the needs.
I thought she said so. The 124. Is that the 12,000 rand that she was talking about?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what she was charging for services.
Right. So yeah, just so they need to know that too.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, like somebody else might charge 15. Somebody else might charge 6. Like it just depends on like what they charge. But that's an optional charge. Like that's not how much it costs. That's not the cost of the visa. If you want consultation services or you want legal services, that's a whole different ballgame. So yeah, but hit us on Sergio, the email. Please. Hit us on the email right there, Ariel and Stacey Morrison at gmail.com.
Or find me on WhatsApp.
So, Tanya says, so since you're coming backstage, bring me some Savannah.
I got you.
Are retirement visas a thing? Asking for my mom. Absolutely. You know, if you have a government pension like Social Security or a work pension or a military pension or a school teacher pension, like it's like open and shut. As long as it's, you don't remember the amount?
No.
It's like 3,500?
3,200, and then it was like an extra 500 per person, something like that.
Like if you bring a spouse or something like that. Yeah. So it's very doable if you have a decent pension. If you can live off your pension in the States, you could definitely live off. You balling out here on your pension. If you can live on your Social Security and pension or whatever. So yeah.
Hey, Tanya, answer that question, Tanya, because we talked about that when you was here. You might remember the exact numbers.
Let's see, love you guys. I wish the visa issue is sorted. We need you here to add value to the country. Thank you. We really appreciate that. That's what we want to do. Sergio said, send us an email. We will give you our phone numbers. All right. So you got to email. Do you have Sergio's email? I think Sergio has emailed us before.
We need to put it.
What?
Well, here it's in here already.
He already. Yeah, I put the email. The email was up for a second. So old Nikki had the blonde hair and come back from the wrong side of the tracks. Yes. She was a stripper.
She was a She was a friendly girl. She was a friendly girl.
And she ain't ashamed of it either. Do they sell Savannas in the U.S. liquor stores, restaurants, nightclubs? Jabu will give to some open business to take Savannas to the U.S.
I wish they did sell it, man.
Hello, fam from Texas. Hey, Beverly.
What's up?
Jen the Gemini says, "Are you having a YouTube going away party?"
Hey.
Oh, so y'all just want to be on camera while we party? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like y'all can't. Stacey don't know how to
Yeah.
watch his mouth regular, and then he gonna forget the cameras there, and we gonna be on live.
Y'all should have been the last night's party.
Oh,
Oh my God.
It was a good time.
Woo.
Good time.
Drank too much.
Man, we just woke up before this.
Stomach was messed up all day.
We'll see. We'll do something. I don't know. Have some information on Amazon and Kaiser Permanente. If you didn't know, Amazon is building a headquarters. Yes, right here, right there in Waterfall, across from Mall of Africa.
I thought it was. No, I didn't know that.
I thought it was in Cape Town. I thought, but they might have like the shipping
warehouse
facility in Cape Town, but they probably have headquarters in a couple of places like Urban,
Yeah.
Probably.
Thanks, Sergio. Thank you.
Let's see. All right, he sent an email right now. Nice.
Right.
See, why they making it hard for the U.S. to return to the homeland? I feel like
That's a loaded question.
I mean, I think we live in a world of borders now. Like people, like countries have to maintain their borders. They have to maintain the balance of, especially the financial situations of people coming in, especially because it is a developing country. So bringing in people that are going to be taking and not contributing is detrimental. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the reason why it's hard for Americans to come here is not necessarily because South Africa doesn't want us here. I think maybe part of the reason is because the U.S. doesn't want us leaving in mass numbers. Because the agreements for visa holders and coming in and out of borders, entry free, and all that kind of stuff, those things are like agreements between countries. You know what I'm saying? Like South Africa doesn't just set the requirements and not, have any type of relationship discussion with the U.S. So I just feel like personally that it's not just like, I don't think it's just like South Africa doesn't want us here. I think that, making it difficult for us is beneficial to the U.S. Now I think that's part of it. I think the other part of it is that South Africa government is very bureaucratic and it moves very slow. And what we've been finding is that there's a lot of things that are done in practice. It's inconsistent and it's not documented. You just have to figure things out as you go through the process. And that makes it difficult. Like right now, the radiology report has basically it's not required for visas anymore. That's what you hear in the news and we hear about it. But if you go look at the DHA website, it's still on there. It still says the radiology report's required. And the immigration attorney is telling you, even though it's not required by law anymore, you still need to do it just because the person that's looking at your paperwork might have been told to still look for the radiology report, even though it's not required.
Inconsistencies.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that. And it just seems like those things can't be resolved reasonably sometimes. It's like denied because you don't have your radiology report. There's no argument about, well, this, that, blah, 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 blah. It's just denied and you have to submit it again. It's closed. It's not, well, let me just send you the radiology report. Let me go to the radiology clinic down the street and just send it to you. You might not have that option. It just depends on who got your paperwork. So I think it's a lot of things that make it difficult. I'm not taking it personally necessarily. I'm not taking it personally, But I will say that, the stuff that we've been seeing over the last year, and that's why that's why I say, like, moving here is not, it's not for the faint of heart. Like, it's just not. It's not all easy and it's not all great. But when I tell you, like, quality of life here is so much better compared to what we had in the US. I'm not ready right now to give up on it. And if I were to give up on it, it would be because I feel like the government has defeated us. It would be that, not because I don't love it here and I don't want to be here. It would be more that, like, if this is what I'm going to have to deal with for the foreseeable future as a person that is not a citizen, it's like maybe I should go somewhere where citizenship is more realistic.
Where would you go at?
Yeah.
Give me your top 3 places.
I don't. I said,
where would she go at?
I can't give you a top 3 right now because you know how I am. Like, I would have to do all my research. I would have to have a point system applied to certain things, and then do my research, and then come back and say this is the most logical place. I'm not gonna pick a place off of, like, oh, it looks cute. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really answer that question right now. If I got to the point where I'm like, I need to start thinking about, for real, thinking about other places to live, then I would do some preliminary research, get together a list of countries, then assign a point system of cost of living, housing, weather, government, processes, like all of this stuff lined up, and then see which has the highest points. Like, that's how I make decisions. Some things that, you have a little bit of emotion in it, but all of that, but I try to make decisions like that based on fact. Just because, I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Some people are just like, I'm moving because I want to move, but, like, I gotta see the stats. You know what I mean? Why is this not working? Oh, because I keep left clicking. No, I'm not. Okay, let's see. That's funny. We just answered this question. Is it done or is there still hope? It's done. I mean, it's done as far as him having to leave.
It's both.
It's done as far as him having to leave right now.
Yeah.
That part's done. We'll give you updates. Let's just get through the rest of these comments, and then we'll give y'all an update. Hey, Red and Jabu, happy to see you guys back on live. How can I get in touch with you? You can hit us up at Ariel and Stacy Morrison at gmail.com. That is how you can reach us. Let's see. Why does it keep doing that? I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's like the mouse ain't working or something. Who was that?
Went too far. Keep going.
Ooh. All right, here we go. Jim the Gemini. Have the party. Don't worry about what Stacy does. We can tell he shows out when I'm rare form. When in rare form, it's all good. Whatever happens with us stays with us. Oh, really? On the internet?
Oh no! Remember, she's coming here. She means when she come here.
Oh, well, that's different in person, sure.
You just find a good babysitter for my pups.
We can't put this this Negro on the internet uncapped, uncut. You see what happens with that. Amazon building an office or facility right across from the ellipse. Nice.
Okay.
The Advocate. Family, have you considered a study visa? It appears to be the easiest route to permanent residency by enrolling in courses coinciding with the critical skills needed. Study fees are inexpensive. I thought about it, but working and going to school, I did that already, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to do that. I thought about it when we first got here.
Yeah, that was going to be it.
But
and it was very inexpensive. I told Ty that.
Yeah, it is very inexpensive.
Because Ty wanted to go to school back in the States and then move here. I'm like, nah, you need to come here and go to school. Mm-hmm. It'd be a fraction of the cost.
Mm-hmm. And I did actually try to apply to What university was it? He was University.
Yeah.
No, Pretoria.
Yeah, Pretoria.
Pretoria.
Someone didn't get back in contact with you.
Yeah, I applied, I called, I emailed, I never got a response back on my application. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. It was certain things they were asking for that I didn't have because I wasn't a citizen, and it was just really hard to figure out how to get, like get the documents to the right person, get somebody to look at it, let me know like what else I needed. It was so like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably something that would have been easier to do like on the ground, but it just was very discouraging. And so I scrapped it. And plus I'm like almost 40. I was almost 40 at the time. I wouldn't be in school with a bunch of like 18-year-olds. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. Sergio says, send the email. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Sergio.
The study visa lasts the duration of your study program. You can work, take out loans, enter into lease contracts. Yeah, you can enter into lease contracts without being a resident, without having a visa. You can do that. But you can't take out loans.
I got it.
Visa and stuff like that.
I got it, Sergio.
But I don't know. I don't know if you can take out a loan without a visa. Like, I don't know. Maybe you can. Yeah, you can. Like, people who buy property and stuff, they get bank loans for that, and they're foreign. So yeah, I mean, like, you can do a lot of that stuff without having a visa. Kenya, Namibia. Can't get too hot. I ain't going there.
Yeah, that's right on the equator.
No, it's hot.
Yeah, we went there.
I could barely take it here. I'm sure y'all can hear the fan going. I'm sorry. Y'all can just hear it. It's hot.
It makes no sense how hot it is this time of year. It's supposed to be cooling off by now.
When I touch down in December, we'll be able to speak freely. Can't say what I want online. Stacy don't believe that. If I'm not here, Stacy just be trying to get us canceled. Amazon will have locations in both K-Town and Johannesburg. Okay. JD says, where do you send funds? You have to bring what do you call it?
Funds for what?
To pay for the visa. So I'm pretty sure that's what he means. Or do you want to send funds to us? Because you hit us with the super chat. I can put the Cash App on there, whatever you want to do. But I think that's what he's talking about is a visa. You have to bring this thing,
certified
money order. You bring a money order. Or cash equivalent. Try Kenya, Tanzania, Namibia. Meanwhile, there are a lot of great places to have some fun, especially East Africa. Okay.
Nairobi's a hot spot for Americans also.
Online courses. Will they give you a visa for online courses? Because can't you do that in the States? I don't know whether that would work. Because then you could just do it online. Anything specific that made y'all slack on paperwork? You seem to have good intentions for moving here. Good luck.
Slack on paperwork.
I think because we didn't come here with visas. We didn't come here with long-term visas.
Please explain, Dennis. Dennis Float.
No, I think that's what he means. We had a plan. Like, we had a plan for a retirement visa. We had all our stuff together for that, and we came here initially on a 90-day visa, and then we went back for our appointment to get the retirement visa, and we got denied. So from that point, like, all the other visas take so long, and we kept hearing this digital nomad visa is coming out soon. That's what I was waiting for, was the digital nomad visa. And the comments, so I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so I wouldn't say like slack on paperwork. It's just things didn't work out as we planned, and that visa the digital nomad visa, they've been talking about that for years, and it's like nothing was coming out. But now finally we've got regs out. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Dennis must be a new watcher because we definitely got a video about when we got turned down for our visa.
Yeah.
So Dennis, go check that one out.
Yeah. Advocate, is he in the, is the advocate?
He's in New York.
US?
Yeah, he's in New York.
Oh, so he's getting a student visa.
We're supposed to talk. Like. Me and him supposed to talk tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool. That might be good for you though, if you want to go to school for something. Because I'm done. I'm taking a course right now for a Google Marketing Certificate on Coursera right now. I like Coursera because it's like bite-sized, self-paced. It's great. So that's what's working for me right now. Let's see, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana is my last choice. But I'm like you, Red. I have to do research, cost of living also. Wouldn't want to move somewhere that's worse than I am now.
Ghana's a big fat no. That's
not right now. Yeah, not right now. Because if you live in the city, it's really expensive. And if you live in the burbs, then
the infrastructure is not the way it's supposed to be.
The infrastructure is not great. Yeah. Let's see. Do you know if there is school does the school accept VA funding? Huh. Hey, people that are here that are South African, let us know. Have you heard of anybody that's using VA funding to get schooling internationally, or people that might be here on a retirement visa or something? Like, just let us know. Like, if anybody knows, because we do not know the answer to that question. At the Advocate, you can't ever be offered visa study at UNISA. It has to be full-time and attend full-time. Not that easy. Okay. It was hot when I was there, but I love the heat. Oh, I can't do heat.
Tanya, it's hot. Tanya, it's hotter now. It is hotter. It's 90 degrees. Today was 90 degrees.
She's talking about here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. But yeah, it's 90 degrees today. Like, and it's rare, like it's 90 degrees here. It's gotta be hotter in Danfern, like where we used to stay. Here, Here is typically like 5 to 7 degrees cooler in Glen Vista. I think because of the elevation might be higher around here than in Glen Vista. Than Danfern. It's like 35 minutes from here. So just 35 minutes makes a big difference in temperature here. But it's still 90 degrees today, almost 90. No, I think it was 90. Yeah, 90. It's so hot. It's just no central air in our house, and so it'd be hot. You know what I'm saying? It's hot.
If any Americans that live in South Africa right now, if y'all got central air, how does that work as far as
how much is it? How much does it cost to install that mofo?
And how much is it electricity bill a month?
Yeah, we want to know how much is it worth it?
Yeah, I'm not used to this damn heat.
I'm sure it's worth it.
Without an AC.
Ew, is that a bug?
No. What is it?
It is a bug. Ew. It's your friend.
Let me talk about your mama.
Oh, fun. See? Fun to us. Yeah, you can do a super chat. I think we can add our cash up because y'all be being real generous and we appreciate it.
Shaka, don't get messed up.
He might we probably go to the bathroom.
No, buying everything.
Stacey, you might just try to be getting attention because he has to go. Hold on. Stacey, talk to the people.
Of course.
You ain't gotta move don't move the camera.
This is the stage show. This is the Jabu show now. Come on, Shaka. Check on out. Y'all. We don't need her. We don't need her. We want to thank this Sergio right here. Thank you for the 50. Thank you.
Yeah, you going outside too. Get up, mommy.
Tanya, thank you. Oh my God, he's so generous today, right? I know. Y'all, we're gonna talk about my situation in a second.
First of all, Stacey, you didn't say thank you good enough. Thank y'all so much for your generosity. We appreciate you. Where's the comment at?
Sergio was the last one.
Thank you, Tanya, so much. We appreciate it. It will definitely help keep Stacey in Savannah's. Thank you, Jedi. We appreciate you very, very much. Y'all are so generous. Like, y'all are the best viewers ever. Like, honestly. All right, let's see. The advocate. You must be enrolled in full-time study for the study visa, which requires medical cover insurance payable for the full year, dependent on the university. Just something to look into.
Okay.
Got it. Chaney, so if you buy property, they can still deport you? Yeah. I'm confused because I was planning on buying when I came out there. I'm so confused. That's not how other people making it seem online. We'll go into detail. Just hang on. Let's see. Do they have Amazon? They don't have Amazon right now. It's underway, but they do have Take-A-Lot.
Amazon is there. You can get Amazon packages here.
Can you?
Yeah.
But they're not coming from here, though.
It's not
coming
as
from
big as.
But they're not coming from here, though, are they? They're coming from the U.S.
No, I don't know where they're coming from, but I've seen Amazon trucks in the streets.
But that might be like they might be doing stuff for Amazon. Like I honestly, I'm not 100% sure on the whole Amazon, like where they are, if they have like limited offerings right now or something, or if they just doing like businesses, or I don't know what stage of development they're at right now. Not it. It's shocking. He's trying to get in, but Delani's in the way.
Delani, move.
He's not gonna get up because he's a bum. They both lazy. They don't care. They're not getting up. So anyway, it's the Ariel show. I know that's what y'all really want anyway. So yeah, I don't know exactly where they are with the development, but the full service is probably coming soon. Stacey said he'd be seeing the Amazon trucks out and about. So yeah, I'm not sure what stage they're at right now, but there is Take-A-Lot, which is very similar. And it's all shipped within products within South Africa. So usually you can get your stuff within a week or so. I also use Shein because they ship internationally. The only thing is that it's coming from China, so the import fees are a little bit steeper than what you think. It's still really cheap, even considering the fees. Now Delani needs to go out. Stop sucking on my toes, bro. Let's see. Amazon is making the moves to get there as far as production facility and warehouse. Stay tuned. Okay, do you work for Amazon? Like, hey, buddy. Hey, friend. Let's see. Going back to America, don't worry, bro. DHA will pop for you. What does that mean? DHA will pop for you. Stop, bro. Why are you both licking me? They both lick. I use mango butter on my feet, and apparently they think it's delicious. And every time I get out of the shower and I put it on, like they just attack my feet and try to lick it off. It's so gross.
Can y'all move? Y'all too big for this.
Stop! Oh my God.
Shaka, stop.
Delani need to go outside.
I'm sick of y'all already. I'm taking y'all back to where I got y'all from.
Ow! Stop. Oh, I said ow for no reason. You just looking very aggressively. Okay. So now I wanna go into like the visa delays, like what exactly happened with Stacey. And so you know what not to do. Okay. So the first thing is Stacey left and went to Zambia and came back. Like our plan was to have South Africa kind of be our home base as we explore the continent. And so After our visa expired, we go explore another country, come back. Like that's what we're doing. But it's not intentionally like trying to evade the 90-day stay rules. Like that's not what we're doing. We're just traveling the continent at this point. But what there's a list of countries. Go out on the DHA website. But when you leave, there's a list of countries that you cannot go to, and Zambia is on the list. Um, Tanzania is also on the list. And I went to Zanzibar, came back, and got a new 90-day visa.
I went to Tanzania, came back, and got another 90-day visa.
And so it's not consistent when you go to the counter, like what they will and won't accept. And we weren't aware of the country list. Like we thought that you can't go to a country that's touching South Africa. And as long as it's not a country that's bordering South Africa, then you're fine. But that's not the case. And then not to mention, it's just not consistent. You know, when you're coming back into the country, there's a risk that even if you're coming from a country that is on the list, that's not on the list of countries you can't go to, and then come back and get a new visa. Even if you go to appropriate country, if you go to the UK or you go to Australia or whatever the case is, and you come back, there's still a chance that they can say you didn't go back to your home country. We're giving you a transitional visa or we're turning you around at the airport. So that's very possible. Gosh darn it, stop licking me. It's very distracting. So just keep those things in mind. Maybe you like when you travel, like generally you're just coming for like a period of time and then you're done. You're here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the case is. And this isn't something that you necessarily have to worry about. But in our situation, it's something that we should have done more research on. So make sure that you really understand the laws of the country that you're coming in and out of, so that you know what you're supposed to do, and you follow those rules. And even then, like I said, there's still a chance that things don't go the way you think they will. And here in South Africa, if you overstay your visa less than 30 days, you get a 1-year ban. If it's 30 days or more, or no, if it's 30 days or less, it's a year. If it's more than 30 days, then you get banned for 5 years. And it's not, Stacey keeps saying deportation. Deportation is not the same thing as an overstay. Deportation is like you get caught without a visa and then they forcibly send you back to your home country. This situation is like when you leave the country and they see in the system that you've overstayed, they give you a document basically saying that you've overstayed. We're designating you as an undesirable and that you can't re-enter the country for this period of time. That is just going to happen. They are not going to adjudicate. They are not going to argue. They're not going to ask. They're not going to really get into the reason why. It doesn't matter. They're going to mark you undesirable. And they're going to say you can't come back for a year. And then the only course of action that you have at that point is to appeal it. And you have to do it within 10 days. It doesn't say business days. It doesn't say 10 days from when you arrive at home. It just says you have 10 days to email your form, your passport, the related pages, and a letter basically asking for forgiveness and an explanation as to why you overstayed. And in our case, we've been told that it's very, very probable that it'll be reviewed and approved. And the only thing that we're concerned about is how long it's going to take. And so that is what we're struggling with. And I will also say that there are so many people that will say, oh, I can help you with this. I can help you with this. I can get this. I can do this. I can do that. And it is very tempting to want to try to take the easier way. But I promise you, doing it the right way, finding out what your options are and consulting with the appropriate people, like an immigration consultant or an attorney, that is the appropriate way to handle it. A lot of people will say that they can help you, and either they don't help you and then they just walk away with your money. Two, they're doing something shady and then you have no recourse if they don't actually do what they say that they're going to do. So, or they might actually help you. But if I only got a 1 in 3 chance of getting what I actually need and it not being shady, I'm just gonna go the right way. I'm just gonna do it the right way. It's gonna be cheaper and way less and way less taxing emotionally, way less risk legally to just do it the right way. So what happened with Stacey specifically is they said that you have a certain amount of time to leave. Like they're basically giving them a transitional visa, like come get your stuff, go back to your home country. But that's not what the stamp said. Yeah. And we talked to a couple of people and they said, well, they do that sometimes. Sometimes they'll say blah blah blah, and then they'll review it, and then maybe they'll change their mind and they'll stamp you out a different way. We heard that from 2 or 3 people. Like the stamp, this is what the stamp says. You go by what the stamp says. But when we went to speak with our immigration consultant, she said, let me find out what the system actually says. Found out after he had already passed the deadline, what the system says. So what I have heard from one person, I think is a great idea, is when they hand you back the passport, you look at the stamp, you repeat the date back to them, have them check the system and make sure the date matches what you have on your passport before you leave the counter. That is definitely something that I'm going to do from this point on. Read the date back and say, hey, is that what it says in your system? And have them confirm back to you. And that way, if something happens, you did all you could do at that point. You've done all you could do. I confirmed with you. You wrote it down. I confirmed it with you. There's nothing else you can do. But just be wary.
I saw someone said something about go black to Africa. Please find that one because I want to hear that one.
Hold on. I don't know if it's because of hold on a second. Because of the way I'm positioned or what. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like somebody else was responding to something else. Hey, what's up, cuz? What's up, kumquat? Hey, mind you, I just want to point out my cousin kumquat is is not a wrestler, right? It's not wrestlers. What do you call it? Like
he's a beige fighter. He's a beige backyard fighter.
He's a street fighter, okay? Yeah. So find him on YouTube. Find Kumquat versus.
Just put Kumquat.
Yes, just put Kumquat fight. Kumquat fight. It'll come up. It's got millions of views. Got
millions of views.
He's literally famous.
They look just alike.
Yeah, that's my buddy. But
both of them got mustaches. They look just alike.
But he goes by Kumquat in the wrestling world. Like, can you imagine? And he's a big buff guy. Can you imagine? Oh, Kumquat? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take him out. Kumquat, and then this big old raging beige shows up. You oh. I can't imagine what them guys was thinking when they was like Kumquat, and then he shows up. Oh man. But anyway, that's my homie. And he being generous. Come on, blessings. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, cuz. You gotta send me some pics of the baby. I ain't seen the baby in a long time. I need to see what he's looking like. I know he's big now. Let's see. I know he is filing an appeal. It sucks that you're at the mercy of who reviews your file. Yeah, it's crazy. I just wish that it was more standardized and that everybody followed the same processes. And that way it's not like people saying oh, well, I did this and it worked. I did this and I came back in the country no problem. It's even though this is what the process, like the process is not really written out from A to Z. It's like A, skip B, C, D, and then you got E, F, G, H, and then like it's the whole process is just not standardized, and it's hard sometimes for people to know what to do in certain situations. Like there's no way we can just go online and check our visa status and see what the ending date is. Let's just say you lose your passport. Now what? Like there's no way for you to go in and check and see your visa status. So you have to make sure you have a copy of your visa. Make sure you always take a picture of your visa stamps and stuff too, when you come into the country, but just in case something happens to your passport, because there's really not an easy way unless you go to the airport and go to the immigration office and then have somebody check for you. If you have a picture of it, you got it right there. You already know when you're supposed to leave, and you can adhere to that even when you get your new passport. Let's see. And then if they ask you for it at the airport, you at least have a picture of it on your phone. And like, look, this is a new passport. You can see when it was issued. And hopefully that works. Don't lose your passport. Shazy says, let's get these likes up, family. It's over 100 people watching. We definitely want other people to see this video. It could be helpful to them. Absolutely. The more you engage, the more you like, the more you share, the more YouTube will spread this video. So definitely, we appreciate that. Yes, like, share. And if you're not subscribed, if you're just lurking, just hit the subscribe button. It's free. You know what I'm saying? And then you get alerts every time we go live. Hopefully, Stacy won't be going live by himself anymore for the near future.
And why is that? And Stacy don't be going live. Jabu be going live. Get it right.
Let's see. The chief and advocate are having conversations. See, I have an appointment with the South African consulate next week and will inquire further. It doesn't surprise me that we were told different things. The entire process is convoluted. Yeah. So I don't know what else to say to that except facts. Like you might hear one thing from people like, oh yeah, you can do an online degree, and then you get into the consulate and present your paperwork and like, so you don't have to be there to do this. So no, I'm like, they won't even let it go out of the South African consulate if the person there doesn't think it's gonna get approved, they just won't send it. It just doesn't get sent. Period. So definitely inquire. Like send them an email before you go on your appointment. Usually we were getting responses turned around within a couple days when we were emailing them before our appointment. So even the day of the appointment, I had got confused on what time it was, and I emailed him because I didn't have a phone number or anything, just the email, and he responded to us while we were on our way to DC saying like, okay, if you get here by this time, then we'll still see you.
And and I'm kind of even worried about like, do we have to make an appointment, or can we just go there and be there by 12?
No, you have to make an appointment for visa. They won't see you. The only way you come in without an appointment is if like you already have a pending application. Let's just say like your FBI clearance report is like overdated by like a day or something, and you need to go get another one. You can go do that and come back the day of or the next day or whatever with that paperwork without an appointment. Or if you have an emergency issue, or if you're a South African like that needs to go in for some reason, like you can go in for certain things without an appointment, but not for an initial visa application. Just so y'all know.
But I already know about that.
So what is that? Deportation is similar to what happened to Most Def
in Cape Town.
And the dude who was interviewed by Go Black to Africa. For you, it's different cases. It's just overstayed.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to be okay. Yeah. So like being deported is forcible removal. Like you've done something to violate the terms of your visa or the South African laws. In order for you to get deported. Deportation is similar to what happened
Same
to.
thing.
Oh, that's the same thing. Chillo, because oh no, you about to have 109 new views on your video. Don't worry about that. I meant since Jabu was going back to America, you could curry or pop for him to eat.
I'm gonna give me some tomorrow.
Stacey better take some Millie Meal with you.
Man, this whipping that stuff like that, man. Your arm be sore, your shoulder be sore.
That's why you gotta have this right here, this extra meat right
Nah,
here.
that's the potato salad. That's the potato salad.
That's the momentum. You know what I'm saying? To keep it going, like that's what it is. That's why I can whisk real good, because that when it shakes, the whole arm just vibrates, and then that way you don't have to use as much energy. That's why people with this right here, you see that? That piece right there. That's why you gotta have that when you cook good.
Really?
Yeah. Shante. Okay. My bad. Why you letting her struggle with my name? Look, I be overcomplicating because I be reading like South African names and I be trying real hard. And I'm like, Shanty.
Yo, Jedi said contact Trump.
Contact Trump. You know what?
Yeah. I feel sorry for you. The being trying to
He might want to help get us out of there.
Why? So he can get our vote? It's going to be huge.
Oh my God. Rick Hill says, greetings. You can get a 10-year Rwanda visa. Then you can go back and forth to SA without going back to the US. So
Yes.
my DNA result, my African ancestry DNA results say I'm from Sierra Leone, so I can get citizenship there.
So yeah, that's another option that we want to explore at some point.
And then that passport gets you access to a lot of other North African countries, visa free. See, I was so surprised to see 90% of Filipinos working at the South African embassy in New York. Only one South African clerk was at the desk. In the one in DC, there was I saw a couple of South African ladies, and the guy that was reviewing our paperwork was he's from South Africa,
yeah.
but I think his ethnicity is was either Pakistani or Indian. I think he was Indian.
Shocking.
Let's see. Most deaf has been declared undesirable, means he can't come back. It was sad. My heart was hurt. Indeed, you'll be okay. Sometimes you get undesirable and you can't enter South Africa. Yeah, the good thing is that it's not a permanent designation. It can be if you do something real jacked up. But if you just make a mistake and overstay,
bless you.
Thank you. It's a 1-year ban under 30 days. 30 days or under. Let's see. The advocate. Okay, so the people, y'all are having a separate conversation. Yes, Red, the auntie arm. I got those. Can you cook? I'm telling you, man, that little extra meat right there, it helps you. It helps with the oh, they're colored.
You caught up the comments?
Yes, I've caught up with the comments.
Okay. So you already explained my situation, so
yeah. Because you were just like, I'm getting deported.
Man.
He was on here crying on the internet like Ty, what's his name?
Tyrese.
He was like, they did me wrong. They deported me. They did me wrong. I just want to explain exactly what happened to people so that they understand what happened, and they know what not to do.
Yeah. But my whole thing
or how to avoid the miscommunication that Stacy had with the agent versus what she said versus what she said.
Yeah, it
So,
wasn't a miscommunication though.
I mean, like it was a miscommunication, as in what she said didn't match what she's saying.
Okay.
And by confirming that before you leave the counter, then you're in a better position. Even if they argue with you, like I confirmed, and all that stuff's recorded.
Yeah. Yeah. She said one thing but did another. I mean, what am I supposed to go by? What she said or what she stamped in the book? You know.
Yeah, it says it's not just 10 days, it's 10 working days of receipt. Yeah, I don't want to play games with that though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you right there.
You might have to go to the bathroom.
No, he's laying down. He's laying down.
He's sitting. He'll be out for a few minutes. Yes, I can cook. I knew you could cook. You guys need a lobby. A lobby?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Basically, he's saying like a group of people going down and
the conversation I had yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to work on that also once I get back.
Thank you, Sergio. Appreciate any help you have to offer. Sorry, go ahead.
That's it.
So, what you got going on later this week?
Nothing. So
you have the thing.
Yeah.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell people about it.
So my situation, y'all. I'm trying to get anybody and everybody that's willing to listen. So I have a podcast set up for Tuesday that's going to air on Saturday with the Jones family. So me and Ricky are going to sit down and we're going to talk about this situation. I reached out to a few other big podcasters. I'm waiting to hear back from them. I'm just hoping that someone hears this and be like, yo, this is not right. And, fix it the legal way. You know what I mean? So hopefully something gonna come out of this. And as long as it helps somebody, that's the bottom line. Like Red was saying, this can help somebody else in the future. And that's what this journey is all about for us. Like she's saying, so you don't make the mistakes that we made. Yeah. So yeah, Tuesday, me and Ricky, we're gonna get down and get that podcast, and then we're gonna air it on Saturday.
All right. Well, what is it you're doing?
I don't know.
So it's 107 people in the room, and so I would like to see 107 likes on the video when we end this.
Please subscribe.
Make sure you
share,
like, subscribe, and share. And if you like nice things, share. You share nice things. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep it to yourself. Shh. Mind your business, Stacey.
I didn't say anything.
We're talking. Okay?
My boy's right here. Come hang out with me.
Oh my God. Oh, you bumped the baby head. He's a licker. He's so affectionate. He's so affectionate.
This is Shaka. Shaka, say hi. Your aunt. Yeah.
He's so big, y'all. Like, look at this. Look at how big he is. Like, he can't even get his whole body on camera. He's huge.
Tell your Aunt Ty hi. Oh my God.
Daddy, you love him, Daddy.
Get down.
How you pick me up.
Good boy. Good boy.
beautiful. They got big, yeah.
Huge.
Gorgeous. See, that's what I keep hearing.
Huge.
I said, have you reached out to the real estate? I'm assuming Mark have connections. We have a resource that's kind of helping us, so we're working on that department right now. But thank y'all for advising. Oh, he said pop must be in every meal. They get big. Nah, they just eating doggy food and maybe hot dogs sometimes.
Yeah, he's humongous.
He's adorable and loves his dad. Yes, he does. He's a good boy. He's so affectionate. Amazon might not be coming soon because the site they wanted to build on is indigenous ancestral land and the native owners are contesting, as they should. Fight the good fight. Take a lot better, get their stuff together. Because Amazon going to be bringing all the stuff from China for the low. And they have a much more wider array of products. It's easier to sell on Amazon. Like, take a lot better. Hopefully they are preparing for this and they made some adjustments, to stay competitive. What I love about Take a Lot, and I don't know if it's just in this area, but I've ordered stuff from Take a Lot like 3 or 4 times, and it's the same delivery driver every time. And I like that because it's like, hey, what's up? I see you every week. Yeah. I might start bringing them, waters and snacks and stuff. Like, hey, homie. That dog from US, so you got it. That's that. We bought him here. He is a native South African Boerboel.
And the other one's over there sleeping.
Like I feel like their temperament and their size is pretty similar to like a Cane Corso.
Cane Corso's not as big as these guys.
Yeah, I know they're not as big, but I'm just saying like they're very they're very large dogs. They're very loving, but also very protective. So they're similar in temperament and size, in temperament and like the fact that they're really big. But these dogs get to be 150 to 200 pounds.
Even bigger than that sometimes.
Yeah, they can't. About.
No, I'm saying even bigger than 200.
But I know. But do you know about means they could be less than 150. They could be more than 200. That is a range and an average.
Yo, stop.
Let's see. So Amazon is talking with the native owners. Hopefully they can come up with an alternate location. Amazon will be a big win for South Africa. I don't know.
I don't know, Sergio.
I don't know. South Africa, Amazon, people think Amazon is great, but here's what I'll say about Amazon. They intentionally put small businesses out of business. Like, they will find out where you're sourcing your stock from, get it for a cheaper price, and put it as a sponsor, put it higher ranked on the search results than the original store. So they do hurt small businesses. Amazon can hurt small businesses. It can help small businesses, but it also has some underhanded ways of doing things. So I hope that they come here with good intentions and understand that in this economy, you don't want to be killing small businesses and malls and stuff like that. You've got to, they have got to find a way to fit in with the economy. And yes, it's going to be creating a lot of jobs, but in the States, there's a lot of labor problems with Amazon as well for not treating their employees correctly. They have such a high turnover rate because the workers, there's reports of workers wearing diapers in Amazon facilities because they don't have time to go to the bathroom. So I just want y'all to understand what Amazon is bringing here might be money and jobs, but all money ain't good money. That's all I'm gonna say. And we're gonna close it on that note.
Sandra is definitely right. Malls will be empty, but you're not gonna have to go to the mall. Everything come right to your front door. Convenience.
It is very convenient, but people complain about wages being low and this and that and the other, but then to get cheap products, it costs something. You have to pull the money from somewhere. If a product costs this much and they only upcharging you a teeny bit on that, where do you think the money's coming from? They're not paying their workers. They might not have, good safety equipment. They might not have a good leave time off policy or good work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things that are important for human beings is not important if just delivering cheap products extremely fast. Like people like, oh, I can get same day delivery. Yeah, that's great and convenient, but what is the human cost to that? And that was Red's rant. Unexpected, but it is what it is. All right, Stacey, you ready to shut this down? We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. And hold on. I'm closing out. We've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. We have really enjoyed y'all. We had a great time. I was trying to keep it at an hour, but every time we get on here and y'all are just engaging and asking questions and like it's just it just goes on. But we appreciate it. We really enjoy and love spending time with y'all. So thank you so much. We are going to try to put the comments out that people are putting on, just because like once we get out of StreamYard, which is what we use to stream to YouTube, YouTube doesn't show those comments if after the live. So
this dog know how to open the cabinet up. This dog just open the cabinet.
All right. Thank y'all so much. We really appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next Sunday, and you'll see Stacey whenever the interview on the Jodes Family channel gets released. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications for their channel as well, so that when it gets released, you know about it immediately and you don't miss it.
Peace out.
So thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. You have a good evening.
Keep Amazon out of South Africa.
We love y'all.